Megxit in Las Vegas. So, it's funny because I read, by the way, so I'm part British. My last name should be Brickhouse. My father's parents were British. But I'm Samoan. So they not colonized. They set up shop in Samoa, and then they had my grandmother, who had my father. So my grandmother had a British accent, and actually so did my mother. She went to St. Mary's in Samoa. And at that time, England was one of the occupying countries that were in Samoa, including, then it was like Germany, New Zealand. So Samoa is very connected to the crown in some ways. So it's funny because now that I live in Las Vegas, which is Sin City, it's funny when I watch Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. First of all, the fact that he married her was amazing. Because of the fact that he's a royal, and he's striking. I guess he's a handsome guy. He was learning how to fly helicopters, and kind of like a man about town, what have you. And she's fucking 38. Okay, so in Vegas, 38 in Vegas is like 60. I mean, you can't get on a list if you're 28, let alone 38. 38, you might. I mean, I did this in a video with my sister. Like, okay. Okay, 18 you can strip, so you go to Little Garlands, and that's cool. 21 you can go to Spearman Rhino, you can do Hustler, you can do Palomino Club, you can do anything you want at that point. When you're 21, you're in. 21 to 25, you're golden. You're golden. Golden. Okay? This city was made for you. You didn't probably 21. Perfect. Perfect. She's in the sweet spot. 21, 22, 23, 24. Man! This is your city, okay? Call Sativa Sean. I got a mansion party I want you to come to. Yeah, come over. Yeah, of course, man. Yes, of course. Once you get over 30, man, you need to go home and have some fucking kids. Do something. I don't know, get a career. 38? In Las Vegas, we call that grandma. 38-year-olds have grandkids around. I mean, I'm just telling you, like, the fact that I don't want to, like, it's a different world in Vegas, so don't fucking get mad at me because I live in Vegas, because this is the way it rolls, okay? I'm sorry, man, I grew up here. I've been here my whole life. So, yeah, when you're 18, hey, man, it's fun and games, man. Little darlings, we hang out, there's parties. I mean, the girl I'm going out with tomorrow night, she's 19, that's cool. I'm feeling, no, it's Wednesday night, I'm busy tomorrow. Doesn't matter, man, but 38, are you fucking kidding me? And a 38-year-old actress? Okay, an actress is a word for something else in Las Vegas, too, when we hear the word actress. So, listen, she hit 10 lotteries marrying the guy. So we're like, okay, listen, I wasn't mad at her. I'm like, cool. And there was that whole time when she started with the British accent. I'm like, hey, she's just trying to fit in. I get it, Hey, how you doing? My name is Meghan Markle. I'm from England. Hey, listen, I'm down. I mean, I wasn't even mad at them. I'm like, cool, she's just trying to fit in. I get it. Lucky girl. She did a good job. She was able to Jedi mind trick the dude into marrying a 38-year-old actress. But in Las Vegas, none of my friends would marry a 38-year-old actress. I mean, I'm working with some investors right now, 38, and you're about 10 years, you're 10 years over your shelf life. So, okay, that's enough of that. That sounds horrible, but don't take it the wrong way. It's just living in Vegas. 18 and 25, that's your sweet spot. 26, 27, 28, try to find a dude, man. Try to find a dude if you can find one. He's not going to be from Vegas, I don't think, but try to find a dude to cuff up or boo up with, because it's going to get a little lonely. After 30, I guess have your fun, but you better go settle down, do something. After 40, forget about it. I mean, forget about it. Just go to lounges or bars. There's Blue Martini for people like girls over 40. Just go do your thing. Okay, enough of that shit. Now, Harry has no fucking balls. Okay, absolutely no balls. So he's like what we call in Vegas, a cuckold. In other words, his wife tells him what to do. She probably bangs some other dudes around. She bangs some real men. And he stays home and takes up the ass. He's a cuckold. He's a pussy. Okay, he grew up a royal. So the fact that he's renouncing his family in order to go, I don't know, man, do some commercials or help his wife get voiceover work, it's just an abomination. Traditions are in place for a reason. And they're the reason that things have survived so long. Like the military, we had traditions in the infantry. And yes, a lot of times you have guys say, I'm not putting up with this shit, I'm too good for this, no one talks to me that way, or shit, man, pussies, washouts. They take the walkout, washout lane, They get the fuck out of the military, and then you see them 50 years later, 30 years later, 20 years later, and they're living in a gutter, or they're homeless, or they're on the street, or they're being taken care of by someone else. Don't you give me that coronavirus cough in there. Don't you give it? She's conscious. Okay? And by the way, Inepp is fine. She got a big old booty. I've been staring at her all day. My junk is getting crazy. I have a really big dick, and it gets really hard when I see big booties. And Inepp somehow has a big booty now. Have you been eating hamburgers or something? Yeah, my junk is getting hard looking at it. Anyway, so he's a cuckold. He's a cuckold. Now, tradition is, for example, my family's tradition, all the men must work. Okay, we have to provide. And that costs us a lot of money. Because we have 3 sisters and a bunch of nieces. My brother's always forking out money left hand over fist for his nieces. It's just the show, man. Women cost a lot of money. But we don't expect the girls to work. When a boy turns 18, we're like, hey, motherfucker, where's your job at? Where's your job? As a matter of fact, how come you only have one job, dude? Like, my boy has a cybersecurity degree. I'm like, dude, you got to get 2 jobs now, man. You're out of school. I mean, unless you're going to go save the world, you better go get 2 jobs. So we're going to find him a second job. Because he's a man. He has no other choice. We've been at this for 2,000 years. Okay? When all the men in the family work, there's a very good chance the family can progress forward. Little babies can go to college. The girls can get dance lessons. The girls can... And then the girls look at men in one way. The girls like, man, all the men work, so I'm not going to marry some broke dick. The point is, traditions are there for a reason. The royal traditions, I'm sure they're boring as fuck. I'm sure everyone sucking your dick and kissing your ass gets boring. I'm sure living in these big mansions. No, I actually mean this. I'm sure it gets boring. It's not very flavorful. But that's what you signed up for, and that's what you have to do. Trust me, okay? You think I like being a man sometimes? You think when a ship sinks, I can't get on the life raft? You think that doesn't fucking bother me? Of course it does. But that's tradition. It's been that way for thousands of years. If there's a fire, I gotta save my son before I save myself. That's the show. You know, I talked to my son about this. In combat under fire, a hero is just a man who's too scared to run away. And what that means is you don't want to die 1,000 times looking back in your life that you're a pussy. And I called this guy pussy today. I met a friend of mine who was a friend of a guy whose ass I kicked in high school. His dad tried to sue me. I was 14 because I threw his back out. What a pussy. You know, his dad made him into a pussy, and the kid's a pussy because he complained about it and tried to get his medical bills. Now I'm sure he's grown up to be a cuckold like Prince Harry. Prince Harry's a cuckold. He's a pussy. Okay? And the fact that he turned his back on his family for this 38-year-old washed out, gutted out trout of an actress, give me a break, dude. Where's your balls at? Grab your fucking balls. Jesus, Inepp wouldn't even touch you. She has a big old booty. Anyway, enough of that. So here's the thing. Traditions are timeless, and they're that way for a reason. Where Meghan Markle tried to change the royal family by modernizing it as if, listen, you can't modernize Michelangelo. You can't modernize Leonardo da Vinci. You can't modernize The Prince by Machiavelli. You can't modernize As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Like the point is that these things are timeless for a reason. You can't modernize the Marines. You can't modernize the U.S. Army infantry. We've been this way for a long time, and that's the only reason why we're effective. The royal family, by no stretch of the imagination would I ever understand the royal family or be considered royal. I spoke in front of the Prince of Spain once at the Global Conference on Tourism. I gave a speech on branding to create regional tourism opportunities, like I'm doing in Vegas right now. Okay, I'm walking the walk. I was talking the talk in Spain. The Prince of Spain was an Olympic racquetball player who married the Princess of Spain. The guy never said a word. Whenever he wanted to talk, he would turn his head like this, talk to his advisor, and his advisor would ask questions. He never spoke directly to anybody. But I'll tell you what, you had his full time and attention, and his posture was perfect the whole time. He sat there and he looked at you the whole time. It's like this is probably 3 hours of speeches. It was like a real United Nations sort of setup. And I was right in the center. I had a trucker hat on. Everyone gave me high fives like, we can't believe you wore a trucker hat in front of the Prince of Spain. Well, I was talking about my snowboarding hotels. And I was showing them the Vivid Room, which is a pornography room. Showing them all kinds of different things that we're doing with our hotels. But the point is, the guy was princely, man. There was no doubt he was royal. Now, I'm sure he wanted to scratch his ear. I'm sure he wanted to get up. I'm sure he wanted to sip a cup of coffee. That wasn't happening. He just sat there. So we understand it's hard being a royal. But anyway, I think that she's done nothing but turn herself into a joke. She hasn't hurt the royal family. If anything, the fact that the queen has kicked her out of the royal family and her grandson shows this woman has balls. I mean, this bitch defeated Hitler. You're not going to get it. You got to get up pretty early in the morning to piss off the queen. Okay? Your biggest challenge to her, the biggest challenge of any celebrity to the queen would be like the biggest challenge of any aunt to the queen. There is no challenge. Okay? She's been around for a long time. Her father was a great king and he died a horrible death. And she took over and she's done a great job. And she's a damn near 3/4 of a century she's run that country or been part of that tradition. Anyway, so yeah, Meghan Markle's a dumb bitch. Okay, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. In Las Vegas, when a woman comes into your life who's 38, who wants to take you away from your family and wants to speak for you and wants to get you into things that are not to your benefit, we call that a dumb bitch. She's a dumb bitch. And she's just, but luckily, she got kicked out of the royal family. Now they have to do something else. I don't know what they're going to do. It's really, I saw this other girl. And by the way, I'm a feminist too. I believe in women's rights. But that's why I call women a dumb bitch. I would call a guy an asshole if he was being a dumbass. So just because you're a girl doesn't mean you don't escape the dumb bitch. If you're like a dumb bitch, you are a dumb bitch. Anyway, enough of this. So I watched this feminist on TV. She's saying, I don't know her endgame. And I really don't know her endgame either. And not to get too involved in this, but being a half British and half Samoan, I feel like I have an opinion on this. And being from Vegas, she doesn't realize how lucky she is. Because here, she wouldn't be worth $50. I wouldn't spend $20 on her to get her into a fucking lounge because she's 38. Okay? And not to be ageist, I'm just telling you, this is Vegas. It's a whole different environment. Okay? All right. Men here have to be strong. Women here have to be beautiful and young. And men here also should be rich. So we have the big heavy lifting. You guys just have to be cute and stay below 25. Okay. That's the views on Megxit from Las Vegas. That's the Las Vegas kid attitude or my response to Megxit.